Good morning, my dear students, and welcome back to class on history. We are dealing with the chapter The Social Reforms in Indian Society, and we had gone through various personalities who had brought about important changes in the Indian society. Today, we are going to deal with the remaining personalities who had tried to bring about some changes in the society. The first person that you are going to learn is about the person called Ramakrishna Paramhamsa. Okay, the main thing to be remembered about him is that he was a spiritual man. He was a great spiritual person or a spiritual person, and he believed in the unity of all religions. Unity of all religions. And what does it mean by the term called unity of all religions? Though there are various religions existing in the society, existing in the world, there is a unity among all the religions. There will be Christianity, there will be Hinduism, there will be Muslim, whatever it is. Though there are various religions existing in the world, existing in the society, there is unity among all those religions. And the next concept that he brought about was about religious salvation. How can a person attain something called religious salvation? The religious salvation can be achieved according to him by having two different steps. The first step is that you need to do meditation. Second, by devotion. If you have these two steps, it is possible to attain something called religious salvation. And the next thing that he taught about was service to human beings. Service to human beings. Why did he give so much stress on this particular topic? Serving the human beings. Because according to him, human beings are considered as symbols of God. According to him, human beings are symbols of God, so it is very important that we serve them. So these are the things that you need to remember about this particular person called Ramakrishna Paramhamsa. He was a spiritual man. He believed in the unity of all religions. And according to him, if you want to attain religious salvation, you need to have two things. One is meditation, second is devotion. According to him, human beings are the symbols of God. So what we need to do? We need to serve the human beings. We will be clear with the first person. Then let's move on to the second one. That is Swami Vivekananda. What steps did he take to bring about changes in the Indian society? Swami Vivekananda was a disciple, was a follower of Ramakrishna Paramhamsa. And what did he taught? What did he teach the people? He taught the people, or he told the Indians that they themselves need to work for their upliftment. Which means themselves work for their upliftment. And not outside help. He taught the people that Indians themselves should work for their upliftment and should not depend on outside help. If you want to improve your standard, you cannot depend on other person. You need to work on your own, then you can raise your standard. That's what he taught the people. You don't have to depend on the help from outside. You need to work on yourself, then you can raise your standard. That's what he taught the people. And he taught the people again that Indians must revive, or Indians must take pride in their civilization. Indians must be proud of their civilization. So what did he do? He went abroad to promote Indian culture. He went to different countries to promote Indian culture. And in 1893, In 1893, he attended All World Religious Conference and he gave a beautiful speech which attracted the whole world. So in 1893, he attended All World Religious Conference and he gave a beautiful speech which attracted all the religious leaders or all the whole world was attracted by his speech. And in 1897, he began or he founded an association called Ramakrishna Mission with the two different aims. One is to spread the teachings. His teachings will have to be spread. Second, to do social work. To spread his teachings and to do social work. He established various schools, libraries, hospitals and orphanages. And they also provide relief during the time of flood, famine, epidemics and natural disaster. So these are the things that you need to remember about the person called him Swami Vivekananda. He was a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and he taught the Indians that Indians themselves should work for their upliftment and should not depend on outside help. And he told that we need to take pride in Indian civilization. He went abroad to spread or to promote Indian culture. In 1893, he attended All World Religious Conference in which he gave a beautiful speech which attracted everyone in the world. In 1897, he founded Ramakrishna Mission with the two different aims. One is to spread his teachings, second to do social work. He established schools, libraries, hospitals and orphanages. And this particular association or a mission provides relief during the time of flood, famines, epidemics and natural disaster. I hope you are clear with the second person. Now let's move on to the third one, that is Annie Besant. Annie Besant is the third person. She was the member of a Theosophical Society which was founded by Madame Blavatsky and Colonel Olcott. So these are the two people who founded something called a Theosophical Society in which she was a member. And in 1886, they had the headquarters of Theosophical Society in India, the place called Adyar. Okay, and what did she do? He asked Indians to take pride in their culture. We as Indians must take pride in our culture. And she opened schools for boys, girls and also children of oppressed classes. Oppressed classes mean the people of the low class or the backward sections of the society. And she began a central Hindu school, the place called Benares. So she was a member of the Theosophical Society which was founded by two different people. One is Madame Blavatsky and Colonel Olcott. In 1886, they began headquarters of Theosophical Society in India, the place called Adyar. And she urged Indians to take pride in Indian culture. She opened various schools for boys and girls and also for the oppressed children of oppressed classes, which means the backward sections of the society. And she opened Central Hindu School in the place called Benares. You are clear with these three people: Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Swami Vivekananda, and the third one is Annie Besant. Can you go through the video once again, and I will send the notes in the campus here. Thank you.